thank you so much for coming back to the show.
Thanks for having me back. You know, I was the first female comedian ever on your show.
Oh my gosh,
Isn't that amazing?
I think I did know that.
Yes.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, you can't get rid of me.
Oh, I'll never. Please, I'd love having you on. I forget who was it. Wayne Fetterman who told me about you.
Yes.
He was like, you have to check out this kid, Amy Schumer's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And came and crushed it. Look at you now.
Look at me now.
Look at you
Wayne.
now. Look at you now. Thank you, Wayne. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. You and the husband doing anything special?
Well, I have to tell you, today's our 6-year anniversary.
Today?
Yeah, today.
Happy anniversary!
Yeah.
Hey!
Hi, Chris. Yeah, I said I'm spending it with another man.
That's right. Sorry, Chris. Yeah.
But we had the most romantic ever anniversary when we got married. We got married like on Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's
The day
fantastic.
before, yeah.
That's super romantic.
How much more romantic can you get, right?
You can't, no.
No, it was a special event, you know? Yeah. Like, I mean, and actually there was some false claims about it. People magazine reported that Jennifer Aniston was spotted at my wedding.
And is that the...
It's not true. That's not true.
No.
No, but my mom, okay. She said I know what happened. She said from behind, I look exactly like Jennifer Aniston. 75. Yeah, 75 years old.
She's 75, yeah.
You can't be honest with your mom though, right? You can't. You have to just go, yeah, that's probably what, you know, you can't go like, hey, you have 2 bad knees and like, you know, you're not. No, but you
can't do that.
I have such a, this is on my show. It's like I have a whole thing with my mom. You know, she's deranged. Like you know, everyone's mom, right? You set up boundaries with them. You know, you get older and you go, you know what? I want some boundaries with you now, right? And then
they make you
right, and
they make you mad. My mom would make me madder than I would turn into the Hulk around my mom over nothing.
Just a teenage,
nothing,
right?
Yeah. Yes.
All these and you set it up, and then you have a baby, and you go, let's get you back over here. Right?
I need you now. I need you so much.
Get you on your mark.
Let's get you on your mark. Yeah.
But
does she annoy you?
I see it now with my son. You know, you just want them to look at you. You just want their attention. How was your day? How, you know, anything. You just, so she'll at my house. She'll be at my house. I'll make her a cup of coffee, and then she'll be in front of the fridge, and she'll go, now where would I find milk?
Where do you think, Mom? Where do you think? You're right in front of me. You're real close.
But they just want you to look at them.
Yeah,
you know?
come on.
Yeah.
How is the baby doing? How old is your son?
Oh my gosh, he will be 5 in May. Yeah. I'm very. Did you see how I knew my son's birthday? I don't know if you're.
It's pretty impressive.
It's Cinco de Mayo, so it's like I can never forget it.
Wow.
You know? Yeah. Thanks. It's not a big deal. I'm just like a great mom. He's realizing though, this age, he's realizing that I'm stupid.
No. You are not.
No, I am. I was at the Comedy Cellar the other night, and this audience member was like, I'm from Switzerland. And I was like, oh my God, I went to Stockholm. It's a smart audience. The guy was like, he gently was like, oh, Switzerland is not Sweden, you know? Yeah. And my son, we were on the beach this summer watching the sunset, and he said, Mommy, does the sun sleep in the ocean?
Oh.
Yeah, and I was just looking at it, and I was like, you know, nobody really knows what's going on with the sun. He knows I'm stupid.
No, he did not. Come on. You created Life and Beth. You also wrote and directed some of these episodes. Yeah. Can you tell us what's going on? We just had Michael Cera on last night, and he's great.
Amazing.
And we showed a clip, and it destroyed. So, but it's very funny. Can we set up what's happening this season with Life and Beth?
Well, he did an amazing job last night of setting up the show, where he said we get married and have a baby, which is great. No spoilers. Michael.
Oops.
No, but yeah, it's just, you know, it's a pretty real show. You know, it's definitely a dramedy, and it deals with very real life stuff that you know don't foresee that you navigate in a marriage. And
you guys have great chemistry, you and Michael.
Yeah, well, we're actually having an affair.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is. Your husband has watched this on his anniversary. Happy
baby.
anniversary.
Love you. And my son. Hi.
I want to show everyone a clip. Should we set up
Yes.
the clip or just show it?
Yes, we're the clip.
All right, here we go. Thank you. That was a good setup.
amazing?
Yeah, here's Amy Schumer in Life and Beth. Take a look at this.
No, this is perfect. Okay. I feel like maybe if I face the other way,
Okay.
you know, that might
nice.
be more like.
Okay.
If I was kind of like,
Okay, then I have to kind of.
what do you? Okay.
I just don't want you to slip.
No, I'm not.
Let me.
Here, I'll just go down.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Is that happening?
Seems like you're getting water.
Was
in your
that
face,
working?
though. I don't want you to not be able to breathe.
Yeah. Do you want to just like go eat pita chips and watch Vanderpump?
Come on. Life and Beth.
Yeah. I also want to say the incredible music you heard in that clip was by your very own Ray Angry.
Ray Angry right there.
Ray and Timo Elliston are the composers on my show. And
Hey.
thank you, Quest, for introducing Ray.
Yeah, good job, Ray.
Thank
Congratulations, buddy. Good job.
Genius. Yeah.
By the way, you had another stand-up special come out last year,
Yeah.
Emergency Contact, nominated for a Golden Globe. No big deal. It was fantastic. You're one of the best. Are we going to see you on doing stand-up anymore soon?
Yeah, it's hard to go on the road, to tour right now, because who are we competing with? Who's been filling up our feeds? Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Like,
Yeah.
this is who I'm competing with. You know, I love both of them,
Yeah.
you know? But it's like, did you see them in concert? I went.
Yeah.
It is life-changing. Life-changing. The audiences, I left there taller, stronger,
Yeah.
wetter, okay? I'm sorry. And the most I can hope that I can do to an audience is them go, huh. You know, it's like I can't compete with this. Like you know, why can't I be a star? Why can't I have backup dancers? You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like a stand-up with backup dancers.
Stand-up with, you want
Yeah.
backup dancers?
Yes. Is that too much for a gal to ask for?
No, yeah. Well, we're the Tonight Show. I mean, we make dreams come true. So let's get Amy Schumer some backup dancers.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Here to do some stand-up is Amy Schumer doing stand-up with backup dancers.
Here's a knock-knock joke my son likes to tell. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Turner. Turn around. There are backup dancers behind you.
Ah!